Hello and welcome to World's Finest, the Southgate Media Group's weekly DC Comics review, part of the Channel 52 podcast. I am Phil Parrish, and joining me as always is...
Hey guys, it's Luke.
Alright, let's get this out of the way. It's my fault we didn't hit this last week, but the Fall and Rise of Captain Atom #4.
You know what this comic book reminds me of? The superhero, Nuclear Man, or whatever it is in The Simpsons.
Yeah.
It's just so, I don't know, cliche and like by the numbers, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That it almost feels like it's a parody
Well, I think they're
of what it used to be.
Well, I think they're trying to rebuild what they had in like the late 80s, early 90s with Captain Atom, so...
But was that when he was his best? No.
I don't know, but I think that's what they're shooting for. I don't know if that's why you get that paint by numbers feel, because it's like, okay, here's step 1 of what we want back, step 2 of what we want to get back.
But, you know, I'm always here for general isling, so whatever.
Yeah. I mean, I really don't have a problem with this issue. The convict who they've been trying to kill for like 5 years, that's Major Force, right?
Right? But did they say that?
No, but that's what I'm assuming.
I don't know. These quantum time hops are kind of
they've switched
confusing.
They've switched color schemes, but yeah.
Oh, pulling a Marvel, I see.
That's right. We don't have enough purplish superheroes.
I don't know. It was okay. But, I mean, I'm going to finish it out because it's only 2 more issues. But had this been an ongoing series, this is probably where I would have bowed out.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, do I have better things to spend $2.99 on? Yeah. But I'm willing to see the conclusion of this.
I mean, I liked it. It was alright. I don't know. Do you think the Sun's as powerless as he seems? Oh, I actually can't believe I said the word powerless.
Poor thing.
Although I think that might be on the chopping block. I didn't see anything, but Charlie was all depressed last night because it seemed like he said it seems like that's not coming back.
Good.
Yeah, I know. Good.
I mean, we already kind of have poop in the DC TVU. We don't need that extra. You can't polish that one. Most of the other shows you can polish that turd. So.
Oh yeah, that's
just saying. Polish you cannot. You just need to flush and let it go. So, sorry, Charlie.
Sorry, Johnny. So Captain Atom, it was probably a 4 for me.
No, it was a 3 for me, and that's being generous. Now, I'm trying to be positive because, like, I was going through, like, my old, like, Facebook statuses, and, like, even last year, I was still kind of sort of, like, don't talk trash about DC. Like, I want to get back to that space. So I'm trying.
When you were trying to defend Batman v Superman?
Oh, yeah. That Tumblr conversation was rough.
You and Tyler fighting that uphill battle.
Oh, yeah. So, on to this week's comics. Where would you like to start, sir?
I guess I'll do the few I got that you didn't get. Wonder Woman #20. I don't know. This is probably like a 3.5 for me. The story's all right, but just like this is the present day. The bunch of new characters they introduced, it just seems like they've taken over this book. Like, in this issue at least, Wonder Woman almost seems like a background character in her own book.
Almost like the TV show Supergirl.
Yeah.
Huh. Interesting to say.
I mean, from the year 1 part, there's like a female scientist, the gods have messed with her daughter, and like, the girl's basically had no face for years. She's alive, but she doesn't eat or breathe or do anything. She just sits there with no face. And
is she a carrot? Is her name Carrot?
No. But it's just like, that whole story seemed like dominate this issue. It's been big in other. like I said, it was not even like it was like a Steve Trevor book. It was, these characters who are new in the book and probably won't be here in a year. I'm just like, okay, well, it's fine. It's like a somewhat interesting story, but like I said, we barely get any Wonder Woman. So
the real question is, what are they spinning their wheels for?
do you think it's because it's a twice a? I mean, even though you got the two storylines going, it's like a twice a month book. Do you think they need to cut back to once a month? Maybe
Are they? I think there might be some kind of event or something that they're spinning. That's what it almost seems like.
Maybe. Oh, they might be planning something big for when the movie comes out.
No, that's right around the corner, though.
Well,
From all the complaints that I've heard, this is just like it just feels glacial, and it would feel like out of place for them to all of a sudden, because that's like what we're almost at May, so
yeah. Well, remember that article I sent you. I guess Rucka's last issue is 25, so he only has 5 more issues.
yeah. Can we have Grant back, or do we know who's taking over the book? Is it gonna go on hiatus and retool?
I forget who
hint.
I forget who they said. I know they have another writer. I guess a fill-in for the summer, maybe doing like 3 to 5 issues. But after that, I don't think they've announced.
Okay, we need to start that Grant Morrison petition.
Okay. Start it up, girl.
Something's got to change with Wonder Woman, because I want to go back to reading Wonder Woman and Supergirl and Batgirl even. So I have no kids. I have expendable income. Maybe you should cater to me and not the teenagers who download it for free on the internet. Just saying, just a thought.
Just better yet, DC, just pay her to write those books.
No. I don't want to write that, girl. I don't want to step in those landmines. Anyway, what would you give it?
Like I said, it's probably 3.5.
Okay. What about Flash? How's Flash doing these days?
It was decent. Flash number 20. There was more. It was an Iris issue, but I didn't seem to mind that. Plus, we actually got Flash in this.
Wait a minute. It was an Iris issue?
Kinda, yeah. She was like...
This book just dies to be the show, man. It just wants to be the show so bad.
I know, but who's this white woman claiming to be Iris?
Multiverse. That's the beauty of the multiverse. Don't like a ginger Wally? Well, we got a black one for you.
And then there's this whole thing with there's a somebody's betraying everyone to the black hole organization, and it's a last page reveal because Iris thinks Barry has a secret because he lied about being at work. So of course he's the Flash, but she's like, is it possible?
Oh wait, yeah, she doesn't know. Okay,
but it's not Barry. Do you want to know who? Do you want to know who the spy is?
Who?
Standing there in what almost looks like a black Flash costume. It's Mina.
What?
Yep.
Okay. I'll get that spoiled from you on Twitter next issue probably. I'm not buying it, but I'll keep a tag on it.
Yeah. But no, I mean, like I said, even though there was a lot of Iris in this issue, they did give us Flash. It was good. It's probably another 4 for me.
I think I did. Obviously, I read 2 books that you didn't, though.
Okay.
Injustice 2 #1. Get hype! This is like my favorite game, so yeah. So if you don't know, it's like the prequel series to because Injustice 2 or whatever. So it's just like Tom Taylor's back, and it's just like, okay, it's only 99 cents. I believe it's digital, all digital. So
is it good?
I like it. If you like the Injustice games, the comic books are good. And I'm like, I was so hyped for Injustice 2, and the comic books got me even more hyped. So it's just like, shut up and take my money. The art was great. The story was great. I honestly, this is like one of my picks of the week.
Ooh.
So I even like this Batman. Like, I like this Batman, even though he's kind of grimdark, but it makes sense in this particular case for him to be grimdark.
Is it what Batman Superman should have been?
Almost.
Ooh.
Yeah, I mean, if they were gonna go that route, I would have preferred them to take some inspiration from this side of the multiverse, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
So,
well,
if you're into Injustice, pick it up.
What did you give it?
I gave it a 4.75.
Okay. Oh, yeah, it's one of your picks of the week.
Yeah.
Oh.
And Superpowers number 6. I just have to pitch this book because it's an all ages book and it's cute. And if you want to get your kids into comic books, just give them this.
Oh, yeah?
And there's like an epic, and you can't see my air quotes, but an epic quote unquote crisis. So, yes. And this is Superman being cute and racing around trying to save his family. And even Darkseid is funny in this one. So, yep.
Well, speaking of Justice League, speaking of Batman, Justice League of America number 4 came out this week.
Boo!
No! It's basically just to, tie up this first arc. It's mostly just a big fight scene with the League taking down Lord Havoc and his people. And Batman's armed with a magic shield.
Who the hell does he think he is? Captain America?
I know, that's what I was thinking.
Ugh. Or did he steal it from Wonder Woman? That I can accept.
Where did this shield come from? No, I think it has something to do with the country they're in.
Oh, okay. Did he steal it from Black Panther?
No.
Ugh. Just can't with you, DC.
Don't get Charlie started. He'll tell you why Black Panther's so superior to Batman.
Well, in this instance, he might not be wrong. Anyway, what else happens? Like, I can't. I mean, it's 4 issues in, Phil. How do you feel? Do you feel like you can stick with this book through the long haul?
I don't know. I'm gonna see what the next arc gives us, and once another issue or two, probably I'll see where it goes. But Killer Frost and Black Canary don't trust Batman. He's keeping a secret. Well, yeah, he's Batman. You know what you signed up for, and I'm just like, Killer Frost, who are you to talk about anybody? Black Canary, okay, but...
Sigh.
Yeah, that's probably another 3.5.
Let me know when it actually gets interesting. I might pick it up.
Okay. And I think I got one more book on my own. Titans number 10 also had a digital code. Charlie also read this.
Oh, only give them the good stuff.
Well, the only 2 books I had with codes this week were Red Hood and Titans.
Oh.
Because I guess only the ones that are monthly books get a digital code, so.
Just digital codes for all, man. Just saying.
Well, it'll raise the price of everything, though.
Yeah. This is a $3.99 book now?
Yep, all the monthly books I think are $3.99. The only $2.99s are the ones that come out every 2 weeks.
Yeah. I heard something about Bumblebee though. Twitter tried to ruin that for me. I was like, nope. Click.
Well, yeah, because it's like Wally and Dick get captured by Hive, and then the Titans come in to save them, but they almost get their butts kicked. But then Bumblebee comes in and basically beats Hive by herself. Yep. It was interesting, and then her husband comes in. He came in to try to save her, but it's too late. She already beat them all. He stole some of Nightwing's old equipment.
Mm.
But I guess next issue is begins the Lazarus contract. Yeah.
Really?
Because
Really?
we get that obligatory Deathstroke on the last panel.
I'm here for Deathstroke's Teen Titans, but I don't know about this.
Are you gonna get the whole crossover?
I am, unfortunately.
Part 1 is Titans 11, Part 2 is Teen Titans number 8, Part 3 is Deathstroke 19, and Part 4 is Teen Titans Annual.
Yep.
So, make sure to get those all, kids.
Hit the ka-ching button.
Oh. I wonder why they're doing that. Maybe because
Judas contract.
The Judas contracts are already out on digital. I think it comes out this Tuesday on Blu-ray. So,
yep,
we gotta milk that. We gotta milk that name now.
I mean, they've already been milking Deathstroke with Arrow, and then they announced that he was going to be the villain in Batman. I mean, you say what you want about Arrow, but almost Manu Bennett as Slade Wilson is like almost a universally loved character, which is really hard to do in that fandom because they're so damn contrary all the damn time. Mm-hmm. So, which I don't blame them. We've had rough patches.
Mm-hmm. But no, Titans was good. It's probably give it a 4.25.
Oh, okay. Are you still reading Supergirl?
No.
Okay, good. Did Charlie do New Superman number 10 this week?
Yes, he did.
Okay. So Action Comics?
Sure. Action 977.
I mean, they're really trying to give us all the feels, right? That's just what they're doing with the storyline at this point.
Well, yeah, and I think they're correcting a mistake they made in New 52 where they didn't just give you like the complete origin, and they're just like, yeah, just go with it, everyone. We're not gonna mess this up. And it's like, really?
I mean, I'm really digging it because it's like Superman's just kind of like questioning his life at this point. He's just like re-examining everything, and I kind of like that. I think that's something we need to do at this point in Superman's history, which I appreciate.
Well, so yeah, especially after that last storyline, it's just like, I think I remember my past.
We do. We can do it for you.
And it looks like we're getting a more classic version of Metallo. Not that New 52.
I like that.
Not that New 52 garbage. But yeah, so I guess everyone remembers Lois and Clark are married again, and they have a son, and Clark's back at work. We're getting back to that. We're getting back to OG, man. Yeah.
I like the fact that while they're telling this story, it seems like they really do have the big picture in mind, which is fix all those mistakes.
Oh, yeah.
This is like an apology letter.
Yeah, it's an apology. Hard. And it's like, we know what you want.
We're working on it.
Mm-hmm. But yeah.
I'm just glad Action Comics is readable again. That's all I can say.
Yeah, we get the new improved origin.
This cover was to die for, by the way. I'm going to need to frame this.
Oh, yeah, that was good. But what about
this? This is a solid 4.5 for me. I don't know about you.
Yeah, I agree. And who's the mysterious voice?
We're really pushing that Mr. Oz thing, though, right?
Oh, yeah. Is that the voice?
I'm pretty sure. So, from Action to Detective Comics 954.
Yeah.
I know I've been saying I'm sick of Ra's al Ghul and the League of Shadows. But James does it so well.
Mm-hmm.
I'm willing to give it a chance.
No.
So I'm willing to see where this goes. Damien's nowhere in sight, so this should be good. I mean, it's a thing when Ra's al Ghul and Damien and Batman are all in a room. Like, I just can't. I cannot do it.
Mm-hmm.
So.
But so what? Roz is messed with Batman again?
And leave Talia out of it too. Just those two.
Yeah.
Like, so I'm interested to see where it goes. This art was so great too. By the way.
Mm-hmm. I just love how everyone waltzes in and out of that Batcave.
Well, they took something from Arrow. Okay.
Yeah.
Finally, Batman took something from Arrow.
But just that last page, I just heard you saying yes.
Yeah, I did too. Like really loud. Like I was reading it in the lunchroom, and everybody just looked at me. I was like, "Oh, sorry."
It's just like who can stop the League of Shadows?
As long as they don't try to finagle one of those stupid Justice Leagues, like
No.
I'm good. I'm good. Like as long as it's not one of those weird crossover things, I'm good.
Uh-huh.
Oh God. I thought that the pacing was amazing though, because I will say Detective Comics has been kind of slow and trudging along.
Mm-hmm.
This issue was very well paced. I gave this one a 4.5.
Yeah, that's probably not, I agree again. It's another 4.5.
This is a good week for DC. All the books I read anyway.
Mm-hmm. Did you read Hal Jordan?
I did, but my patience with this is kind of I only want Hal. Just make that happen. Like I don't care about the rest of the Green Lanterns. We have all those other books for them.
I know. Did you say
So
Hal?
Yeah. Just or him and John just hanging around. Like everybody else can just go do something else.
Mm-hmm. That's what I said. I'm surprised we don't have more Green Lantern books. You could have one every week.
Seriously.
You got enough Green Lanterns. You could put out like a different Green Lantern book every week. But yeah, just like Action Comics, I think they're trying to go back to basics, because Kyle's a Green Lantern again. And
yeah, and I can appreciate that. But honestly, let's just be real. If it's not Hal or John, nobody cares.
Well, I think they're trying to make everyone happy.
Well, I think they need to, whoever's going to be the Green Lantern in the movie, if that thing ever gets off the ground, that's who they need to focus on in one of the main books. That's just my suggestion.
Isn't it supposed to be a Green Lantern Corps movie, so they're like all in it?
No. That got scrapped, as far as I know.
Oh, okay.
It's not like going to be like the other Green Lantern movie, but it's not going to be like a core movie either, so.
Yeah.
We'll see.
You have your inside sources. So, what do you give Hal Jordan?
I gave it a 4.
Yeah, that's what I gave him.
They're just kind of meandering,
Mm-hmm.
They're setting up this new arc, and I get it.
So, should we go to your other pick of the week and my pick of the week?
Yeah, let's do it.
Red Hood and the Outlaws number 9.
They're like, gee, you don't say. Nightwing's not on the list.
I know. They're like...
It's like drum roll, not.
There's only like 1 week where it's like a surprise because it's like, there's only like 1 week a month where Nightwing is out and Red Hood isn't out. They're like,
oh, we need a G, you don't say button now, Phil.
Oh, I know.
I'm here for this Artemis story though.
Mm-hmm. And I know Charlie said he enjoyed he read it, he enjoyed the Bizarro stuff.
Like we told him he would.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, it's the second arc, and it's just like, okay, this This book hasn't failed me yet, so like I'm just really impressed.
Oh yeah, it's really good. I just have a question. Uh, well, I know Charlie was asking me this, but is I guess because Jason's is he like hallucinating or under somebody's spell that like he thought he was killed in the Middle East? I always thought it was like Ethiopia or something he got killed, wasn't it?
Yeah, I thought so too, or Somalia, one of those two.
He's either hallucinating or I don't know. New 52 Rebirth kind of bumps.
It's a spell because it's magic.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like, I'm curious about that too. Obviously, it's going to be a greater part of the story or whatever. So.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, it was a really good story. I can't wait to see where it goes.
God, I love this artwork. It's so intense.
Mm-hmm. Really sets the mood.
And I love how everybody, like all the critics, really love this book too. Because it's like they had nothing to lose by throwing these three people together. And I guess they're kind of working off that Deadpool premise. We'll probably get canceled, so let's just do what we want. And it's been working. Isn't that what that feels like?
Yeah, kinda. Maybe more people should take that approach.
I think that they could take this approach because it's like Bizarro and Artemis. Who even care? You know?
Yeah, exactly. I told you that was my take. I wasn't even gonna read this book until you forced me to do it, and I was like, oh, this is good.
Peer pressure can be good sometimes. But this story is so interesting, and I like how they kind of just take what we think we know, and they're like, nope, not what you thought. Sorry, kid. Try again. I like that they don't spoon feed us. I like that I never know where the story's going. It's just so refreshing.
Mm-hmm. We get that news report at the beginning from Jack Ryder. Are we going to get a creeper?
You know, I heard they're working on their Swamp Thing and all that stuff kind of side of DC, so maybe. They're that's not going to be like Wave 3 or whatever. I think it's like Wave 4. But...
well, I just thought maybe we'd get like a guest appearance in this book for an issue or something.
Nah, they're just, they're trying to lay some universe groundwork.
Mm-hmm.
Which is good. We need it so bad.
Yes, we do.
Obviously, it's a 5 for me. I loved everything from cover to cover.
Oh, yeah. Straight up 5.
Keep it up, Scott. Keep it up.
Yes, please. All right. So I guess that's all our books, huh?
Yes, it is.
All right.
I was going to say the books we didn't talk about. Okay. Charlie's going to talk about new Superman number 10. Mm-hmm. There was Birds of Prey, Batgirl and Birds of Prey number 9. Gotham Academy second semester number 8.
Oh, you're not getting Gotham Academy anymore?
No. Scooby-Doo Apocalypse number 12. Suicide Squad number 15. Supergirl number 8. Ooh, and I want to encourage you guys to pick up Aquaman Volume 2, Black Manta Rising in paperback, as well as Batman 66 Meets the Man from U.N.C.L.E. Volume 1. And then you can decide on Batman Volume 2, I Am Suicide, on your own. And I actually do want to throw another hat in the ring for Scooby-Doo Team Up Volume 3 in paperback.
Oh, did you see, I guess they're going to be coming out with a new Batman 66 series? Did you see who Batman 66 is going to meet?
No, who?
The Legion of Superheroes.
Nice. But you know what we really need? Superman 78. Yeah. We need that so desperately.
I mean, give us a Trinity book with Batman 66, Wonder Woman 77, and Superman 78.
I'm saying. Mm-hmm. Let's get on that, DC. No, I heard Batman 66 and Wonder Woman 77 did a lot better than they thought it would. Mm-hmm. They already had Batman 66 meet Wonder Woman 77, kind of, sort of. So I think we do need a Superman 78 and work towards a Trinity. But I think that'd be something interesting and fun for some for the hardcore like writers that are fans of those characters to get together on and do something really unique.
And they, you know, you were talking about the teenagers. They're probably bringing in, you know, older people who might not be reading stuff after New 52.
Yeah, I mean, we really need something to wash that taste out of our mouth. I'm just saying. Rebirth's been doing okay, but like we need something else. Like I said, more Elseworld tales. Let's explore some stuff because our universe is so awesome, but they get stuck in that. Oh, but what if nobody reads it? Just try it, and you might be surprised that people are actually hungry for something outside the main continuity.
Yes.
Just a thought. Anywho, all right.
So if you want to send us in reviews like the great Charlie Esser, email us, worldsfinestpod@gmail.com. On Facebook, we're at facebook.com/worldsfinestpodcast and facebook.com/channel52podcast. On Twitter, we're at World's Finest Pod and at Channel 52 Pod. And find us on Instagram, World's Finest Pod. And what is it, Channel 52 Pod?
Yes, sir.
All right. And Lilith, where can people talk to you about all of this?
You can find me on Twitter at Lilith Hellfire or anywhere in the social media sphere at Adventures in FG. Please check out my website, adventuresinfangirling.com. Like and share those articles. Don't forget to leave some comments. I do read and respond to all the comments, so I'll see you there in the comment section.
And you can discuss all Marvel and DC with me, nightwingpdp@gmail.com. On Twitter, I am at nightwingpdp. Check out all our podcasts here on Channel 52, Legends of DC, Before the Bat, Enough Said. You can find all of my stuff at philparrish.wordpress.com, and you can find all the Southgate Media Group podcasts at southgatemediagroup.com. All right. So, it's that time. Without further ado, everyone, sit back and enjoy that marvelous review of New Superman number 10 by Mr. Charlie Esser. Who knows where we're going to go this week? Hey everyone! It's that time again. It's another marvelous review from Professor Esser himself. Mr. Marvel, Charlie Esser. Charlie, this week is New Superman, correct?
Yes, it is. New Superman number 10. Big spoiler because they have the new Flash right there on the front cover, and all Speed Forced up and everything. We open up with Superman coming in. You may recall the last episode, the ox horse door rings were used to open a gate to the netherworld of Chinese mythos. And the China White Triad came to bust up the adventure, as it were. Superman's there, and he is quickly taking care of things. But then out of the door, as Kong Kenan tries to open the door to get the superpower back from the essence of Superman, outruns. After he opens the door, outruns a bunch of demons who start beating everyone. And we get a nice moment with Superman where he goes, it just had to be supernatural creatures. I hate supernatural creatures. A little hold. Why did it, it had to be snakes. We see that the demons grab Lex Luthor and I Ching and drag them back to Diu, which is the Chinese hell dimension, as it were. And then, for another reason, we go to Lo's Plateau, back in China in the Shaanxi province. We see that Wonder Woman and Baxi, Batman. Baxi, Batman have come to the secret laboratory of the Ministry of Self-Reliance, and there they find King Kong's father. We also see Dr. Omen watching them from her secure location. Meanwhile, the Chinese demons are attacking Lex, who says, I appreciate your thematic fidelity to the Bronze Age superstition of my planet, but drop the axe so we can begin our negotiations like proper adults. Then we see I Ching basically stare down the demons. The demons run away, the door shuts, and now they're stuck there. Meanwhile, Superman, the China White Triad, and our Chinese Flash, along with New Superman, have to battle a bunch of demons. The China White Triad try to steal the rings, but of course the rings get taken by the demons. One of the demons eats the rings. Meanwhile, Keenan decides he's going to activate the power of his octagon through focus and meditation the way he's supposed to, and he finds out that he can activate his thighs, and his thighs contain which power?
Do I want to know?
Bill?
Do I want to know?
X-ray vision.
Oh.
Yeah, well, you find out here. X-ray vision. He's like, why do my thighs give me X-ray vision? And they explain that later, that the thigh portion, the energy within your thighs is about penetrating forces. And we see that the super speed girl does the Heimlich maneuver on the demon that ate the rings. The rings get vomited back out. And then we see Oxhead and Horseface, the two elder beings of the underworld, coming out very annoyed at the humans. They have Lex Luthor and I Ching basically being drug out of TU. They basically say, we gave he says, we are Oxhead and Horseface, guardians of the afterlife. Long ago, we gave the ox horse door wings to a human emperor as a token of trust. Apparently, that trust was misplaced. You will give us back the rings. They also basically say, humans, stay in your own dang dimension. You keep on ruining stuff. And then an important point of order, which is Kong Keenan says, have you heard of my parents? And they say, your parents have not come to our dimension yet. We also see that Lex basically throws out New Superman because New Superman does not want to hang out with him or work with him. And then you get the explanation of why the thigh is opened up X-ray vision. And you have Superman and New Superman on top of the Daily Planet sharing a soda and a hot dog. And then they fly off. And Kong Keenan says, normally it's embarrassing to be flown around by someone who's grabbing my armpits, but this time it doesn't feel that way. It feels like my future. And then we come back to China White talking to, I forget the name of the Fu Manchu knockoff from last episode, who's basically the one that was gathering all of these mystical artifacts that had hired the China White Triad to gather. He says, my sources tell me that the rings are no longer in this dimension, so it's fine. I don't need them anymore. And then China White says, why do you wear that ridiculous disguise? And he says, oh, does it offend you, Ms. White? Every so often, history folds in upon itself, and all the world forgets. But I do not. I remember. And beneath the folds of history, our enemies have proven themselves to be a superstitious and cowardly lot. I wear this mask to strike terror into their hearts. After all, it is a mask they constructed out of their own fears. But tell me, Ms. White, do you prefer my true visage? His true visage looks a heck of a lot like I Ching. Bum, bum, bum. Next issue, trust issues. Big thumbs up. New Superman is always a delightful book. I always enjoy it, and I'm going to give this 3 octagonal Flash logos out of 5.
All right, awesome. Real quick before we wrap up, I know you read your first Titans and Red Hood issues. What did you think? You said good, right?
Oh, I did. Oh yeah, they were both very good. I love Bizarro in Red Hood and the Outlaws, and honestly, I would have been reading that all along if Bizarro had been in the first issue. I got so mad. Bizarro right there on the cover, not in the actual issues. Was surprised to find that apparently that's Jason Todd, right?
Yes.
Is Red Hood?
Yes.
Yeah, that he apparently died in some Middle Eastern country. I thought he died in a warehouse in like Gotham. So that was weird to me. I never knew that. And then apparently in the same country, Artemis has some stuff there. But for me, really, Bizarro is the joy of the book, and I like Bizarro in it, so that's great. And then the other one I read was the New Titans book, and again, yeah, they you definitely see with the Hive and Gizmo, who is now apparently an African American person. I don't know if I know he used to be a dwarf, and then in the cartoon they made him a kid. Now he looks like an African American teenager with no legs. But anyway, doing a little Wild West Michelado Loveless thing there, I guess. So yeah, you can see where they're borrowing from the Teen Titans Go ethos, just like the other Teen Titans book right now. But it's a good book. It's enjoyable. Apparently they're stealing superpowers. Again, something they've done on Teen Titans Go more than once, and Teen Titans 2. They've done that on Teen Titans 2. So the cartoon. So it was really good. It was a lot of fun. I was a little bothered that after the whole team gets wharfed, that suddenly Bumblebee comes in and beats everybody up. So that was like Bumblebee's the one that just defeats everybody. Although of course she gets something taken from her mind and loses all her memories. And okay, but no, that was pretty good too. It was a good ripping yarn too. Despite the derivativeness and the and the fact that Bumblebee just defeats everybody for reasons. Thumbs up for that too.
All right, awesome. So if anyone would like to discuss any of these books with you, or even DC's new digital code policy, where can they get a hold of you?
Well, you can always reach me in the emails at superconnectivityblog@gmail.com. That's superconnectivityblog, all one word, @gmail.com. And of course, follow me on the Twitters as I live tweet Powerless, DC's best show that they are tossing away. So sad. At Charlie Esser, that's CharlieEssser. Look for the 2 E's right there in the middle for quality.
All right, everyone. That's it. Come back next week. We'll have a lot more in store for you. But until then, send us all your emails. Tell us your thoughts on the books. But please don't send us any feedback on what body part your superpower comes from. Good night.